this is what Driftscape is running on my phone right here. So let's go on a quick tour. So when I open up Driftscape, I'm brought to the map view. Your visitors will have the option to explore with 3 different views. There's this view, which is map view, or a third view, augmented reality view. When your visitors are in your area, they will be automatically brought to the content within your area. To give you an example of what that experience is, I'm just tapping on the home button on the bottom right-hand side, and that's going to zoom into where I currently am. Down in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see places, events, and tours. So your visitors will be able to filter by the type of point of interest. They will also be able to search by region, by category, or by organization. But for today, I'm going to do a search. Everything that you add into Driftscape is searchable, and you can create your own keywords or hashtags too. So I've just entered in experience Orangeville, and when I do that, it's going to bring me into Orangeville's content, and everything else is hidden. So here you're going to be able to see some map markers and some bubbles with numbers within them. Those numbers represent the number of points of interest in that area. I can tap on one of the bubbles and explore here in map view, or I can go to list view and explore here. When I'm in list view, you're going to notice a couple things. So you're going to notice that tours and events are tagged with colors. And you'll also notice that each of those points of interest has that associated map marker right beside it. Those map markers are completely custom to you. You have control over the artwork, the colors, and even the titles. Now, as I continue to explore, when I see something that's interesting that I want to check out further, I can tap on it to open it up. And there's a particular point of interest that I want to open up, so I'm just going to keep scrolling a little bit more. And when I see it, here's the eagle statue. So this is a tree sculpture. It is carved from a tree. And so when I open up this point of interest here, I can actually see there's an image gallery across the top. Here you can add as much media as you want. So you can add images, you can add videos, 360 virtual tours to let your visitors explore. As I scroll down, I can read more about this tree statue, and I can share it to my social media, and I can also get directions. And I'll show you how that works in just a minute. Before I do that though, I want to point out, do you see the artist's website there? It's in a different color. That's because this is a link. When I tap on the link, it's going to take me to the artist's website. And this is important to show you because it's showing you that we don't lock your visitors into the app. You can redirect them to any website that you want them to see. You'll also notice that Orangeville's logo is at the bottom of every point of interest. And it's also, the branding is also found on the top right-hand corner. So there's that tree statue icon. If I tap on that, you can learn more about their tree sculptures here as well. Beside the tree sculpture icon is a map marker. If I tap on that map marker, it's going to zoom in to show me where that tree sculpture is. It will also show me if I'm close by. It'll show a little blue dot showing you where I am in relation to it. So it helps me find my way there. But if I'm not close to it, you'll see that the Get Directions button is here too. When I tap on the Get Directions button, it's going to open up the default map app that's on my phone, and it's going to give me turn-by-turn directions, showing me exactly how to get there. So it makes it really easy for your visitors to find their way to your site. So now that we've looked at the eagle, I want to show you a tour. So I'm going to uncheck places and events, and now I'm only looking for tours. And I mentioned earlier, I want to show you one of my personal favorite tours. It's this one right here. It's the Pursuit of Public Art Scavenger Hunt. Now, the reason why this is one of my favorites is because this is a gamified tour. So this tour not only has trivia, but it also has collectible points and rewards too. So this is a really fun tour to take. You'll notice as I scroll, I can read a little bit more about this scavenger hunt, but you'll also see that Orangeville has provided me with a hint. The hint is roses are blank, violets are blue. We all know roses are red, so let's just keep that in mind for just 1 second. Before we unlock that first tour stop though, you'll see at the bottom, I want to show you a couple more navigational things here. So down at the bottom left-hand side, your visitors will be able to see the entire tour mapped out by list or map view. So let's start this tour. So I'm going to tap start on the very bottom right-hand corner. And here I'm brought to that trivia question. What color is the cow's sidecar? Hint, use all lowercase letters. So We're going to go back to that trivia. Roses are blank, so we'll type in red and then hit OK. And when I hit OK, it unlocks that first tour stop. So now I can read more about this Joyride sidecar artwork, flip through the pictures, read more about it. And as I scroll down, you can see that Orangeville has also added a hint for the second stop as well. Now, this is one example of a great tour experience in Driftscape, but other good examples include adding audio tracks like Reed mentioned earlier, so your visitors can take that hands-free self-guided tour, or even promoting your businesses through sponsorships so that their logos show up at the bottom of each tour stop, or even that coupon that I talked about earlier. Before I move away from Orangeville and all of their fantastic content, I want to show you one more thing. Let's create an Orangeville adventure. So your visitors have the ability to create their own custom trip plan too. So when they see something that they want to do on their trip, they can tap on the heart icon on the top right-hand corner. And you can see I've already created an Orangeville adventure, so I'm just tapping on the heart right beside the Orangeville adventure. And now this point of interest is added to my trip plan. This trip plan is easily edited or shared with my family and friends who are going on the trip with me, so you can have that shared experience. All right, so we're going to move away from Orangeville because I'm personally not in Orangeville, and I want to show you that third view, which is really fun to explore with our augmented reality view. So I'm going to clear the search, and I'm going to tap on the eyeball icon in the bottom center. When I do that, it's going to open up my camera. And when I pan across my room here, you can see there's some points of interest near my house and how far away they are. If I tap on a point of interest to find out what it is, I'll get a little call out and it will tell me, hey, that's Stratford City Hall. So if I tap on that call out, I can now open up the point of interest and flip through pictures, read more about it, maybe listen to audio tracks or videos that you've added into it. So it's just, again, a really fun way to learn about what's around me. But not only can you add the points of interest, as I scan across my room here, you're going to notice there's a butterfly here. That's a 3D object. The 3D object is just another fun way for you to engage your visitors with your destination, but also you can create some fun new worlds for them to explore. And the 3D objects work in the same way as they do the points of interest. So when I tap on it, I'll get a call out and I can learn more about it there then too.
Can imagine using those 3D objects, Marcia, as I mentioned earlier, to showcase those historical figures or even landmarks, or even what buildings used to look like, actually. One client actually discussed using this feature to showcase old cars. Their destination is well known for a car show, but if a visitor arrives outside of the time when that show's happening, they still want their visitors to have a little taste of what the show is like. But another client also wants to create 3D alligators as part of their swamp tour, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, really, the possibilities are endless when you can think of the types of things that you can show. Now, I've only covered the very basics when it comes to the mobile app, but I want to take a few quick minutes to show you Driftscape for web too. So what we're looking at here is Orangeville's website, and you can see they have an interactive map on their website. This is Driftscape for web. The things to note about this is it is fully branded with Orangeville's logo, colors, the same map markers we saw in the app, and their visitors can explore either in map view or in list view. Again, just like in the mobile app, everything is searchable. So to keep our experience consistent, we'll take a look at the eagle statue. So I did a search for the eagle. Everything that has the eagle text in it will show up. And when I click on that eagle statue that we looked at earlier, it's actually going to pop out. So here I can flip through the pictures, I can read more about it, I can link out to external links, share it to my social media, and I can also see where it is on the map. So a lot of that same functionality carries over from the mobile into your website as well. And that includes tours too. So let's take a look at a tour. Now, that Pursuit of Public Art scavenger hunt is only available in the mobile app, and Orangeville did that intentionally. So I want to show you a different tour. I'm going to show you the Founders Tour here. The Founders Tour is a fantastic example of an audio tour. So remember, with audio tours in the mobile app, they can take tour autoplay, and as they wander around Orangeville, the audio will begin to play. But on your website, your visitors can take a virtual tour. So here I can press play, listen to the audio tracks, and flip through the pictures and read more about this tour directly from your website. All right, so I really hope that you've gained some insights that you can take away from this conversation today, and I really do hope that you've enjoyed your tour of Driftscape.